as a dad of a daughter who is 13, my God, yeah, for sure. Did you see this story? As a Louisiana middle school defends expelling a girl 13 after she hit a male classmate who allegedly shared an AI-generated nude photo of her. Now, the TLDR of this is this kid made this image, started sharing it. They put it on one of those apps that allows you to post it, and then it kind of disappears forever, right? And it got passed around throughout the friend group. Then it became a meme and a kind of a bullying thing for the girl. And she, while on a bus, had enough of the bullshit, and she like swapped at the guy's phone and ended up hitting him or whatever, right? And she was then expelled for hitting him after this. And it turned into like this big nonsense down in Louisiana, which obviously, yeah, it probably should. I have no problem. Like, look, you can call me old school or whatever, but there is definitely a lack of accountability in public schools these days. It is glaring when it comes to kids who fuck up and they are not punished for their crimes, so to speak. There is nothing that holds them accountable for their actions. So in a situation like that, where this kid is sharing this obviously AI generated photo, I have no problem with that girl taking a swipe at that dude, like none at all. But she's the one who got expelled here. So I would love to hear your thoughts, ladies.
Wow.
Send him to jail.
Yeah, I love that the article says that she he allegedly made the photo,
put him in juvie.
He definitely hit him. Like, why was the allegedly placed on his half and not hers? That's crazy. We have proof that he fucking did it. Like,
well, so here's the thing: so it was on one of those apps that was that deletes things. So they actually don't have,
but nobody screenshotted that. I mean, if it's like Snapchat or something, if the reason that it probably got passed around sounds like somebody screenshotted it and took it.
Mm-hmm. So yeah, the parents are saying this is how kids become suicidal. This right there. Are you guys saying this is okay? Right. And yeah, that's like, holy shit. And she apparently reached out several times about this to the authorities, to parents and stuff. But she's the one who ended up getting expelled. They couldn't find the image because it was on Snapchat, and yeah, it disappeared. So it's what a messy, like, and this is one of those things, like, as a dad, you hear about bullying all the time, and bullying very much still happens, but it happens in a different way than when I was a kid. The social media side is something that you truly don't think about as a parent nowadays, which you need to. That was kind of slapped in my face recently, where you think about, like, I'm kind of give an example, right? There was a girl in my daughter's school who was getting, like, they're 13, like they're 12 and 13. So boys are immature, and they may like a girl, but it comes off as like harassing because they're kind of bugging them, right? Because they're immature, right? They think that, oh, I'm gonna.
They don't know how to cope with their feelings.
Well, they don't even know how to, like, approach a girl, right? So they kind of do the bullying thing, or just kind of poking fun at whatever, and eventually the girl's like, okay, you need to stop, right? I don't like you or whatever, right? So, but in a situation like that, where you have this boy who probably likes this girl, doesn't know how to say he likes the girl. He's kind of poking and prodding constantly. It's making the girl, she's like, yo, stop. If she goes to him, he then goes on social media and he's like, this girl's a bitch. She slept with this person, blah, blah, blah. And she starts spouting rumors. Those rumors then follow her based off of, and she may not even be on social media to know, right? So navigating this whole thing is a fucking mess. It's a mess. And there's, like, Blabs, to your point, the idea of sending him to jail or juvie or whatever.
Yeah, I think he should be in juvie, because this can be bordering CP. When you were,
right, but like, do you think a 13-year-old boy even understands the implication of what he's doing, or is he just being a stupid kid? And
he needs to be made an example. He's not been punished at all for this entire thing. We need to have some sort of examples.
awful, like completely awful. And that poor girl could have done something to herself that's irreversible. Like, I completely understand. But a 13-year-old boy is not understanding it. He is just making a joke as a kid.
Right.
I don't think he's doing it. Like, you could
Then
say
he
it's
can do community
malicious.
service.
Right. I'm just saying, like, putting a kid in jail. It's
Well,
like,
it's juvie.
Yeah.
It's not jail.
But
we were
Community
all
service, whatever it is.
we were all fucking dumb when we were kids.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like, I'm
No.
just
If
saying.
we had
Some
had
class
this
says they
kind of
understand
unfettered
it.
access to AI when we were kids, I'm sure it would have happened to us. It's just their timing right now. But like, yeah.
My issue is with how the school handled it more than
Yes.
anything in
Yeah.
this situation.
Yeah.
I agree with you, Kay. If there was footage of me when I was 13 years old floating around the internet or whatever, like there's footage of me floating around when I was 25, right? And and I've done some stupid things on the internet over the years. I did stupid things when I was 40 on the internet. I'll do stupid things when I'm 50 on the internet. But the thing is that will follow you around. I can't imagine that stuff following me around when I was 13 years old and doing stupid things, having untethered access to AI and being able to create whatever I wanted with a prompt. Like that is fucking dangerous. I'm with you, Kay. I think that throwing a kid in jail or juvie is a little bit extreme, but I certainly think that the school should have taken better action. I guess from the school's perspective is they can't take action if they don't find the photo, right? So, it's not CP because it's not a real picture, right? Right?
Well, it
Then is it
depends.
harassment? Like, what do you classify that as? Because, like, they're right. This is something that could have driven that girl to do something permanent. In fact, this boy did do something that could potentially be permanent. Let's not pretend like Snapchat is actually this like untouchable archive. They're an app. They have an archive somewhere. If the police chose to get involved, they could go and retrieve anything they wanted from that. It's the choice not to that I have an issue with. And as far as punishing the boy, I definitely agree the school handled that poorly. But like, I think that like if he should have like all internet access confiscated from him until he's actually like 18 or something. Like the idea that he's being raised in an environment and going to a school that is showing him that this is okay and can go by unpunished, he'll just do worse next time.
Yep.
The chat is definitely divided with this. I see some people saying, well, why does juvie exist if they're not going to use it, right? I totally understand the premise here. I think that more than anything, educating a 13-year-old kid about the consequences of their actions is probably the biggest thing, right? And whether that is ultimately that, who I think makes the decision? The girl. The girl should be the one. And that, man, could you imagine what would happen if the justice system was flipped on that instead of a jury of your peers or whatever making the decision or a judge? You just say, yeah, well, the person who was wronged gets to make the decision. Man, well, that'd be fucking brutal. I think people would straighten up pretty quick when it came to that stuff. So anyways, it's a really interesting conversation and obviously shouldn't have happened to begin with. So
they're saying that she still needs evidence. Again, Snapchat has an archive of this. They could very easily go get the evidence. The app itself could go get the evidence. The police could pursue Snapchat and connect with them on an administrative level and go get the evidence. The evidence is out there. Just because it's not in the hands of us citizens doesn't mean it's like non-existent. There's a server out there somewhere owned by Snapchat that has this on it. So let's not pretend that it just ceased to exist on the internet. Nothing.
Yeah, the internet is forever.
It's all permanent. It's forever. It's always out there. So.
Jason says, Craig, here in Wisconsin, AI generated images like that are listed as cheese pizza. Oh, that's interesting. I wonder if that's the case in Louisiana. Nudiver says, ignorance if the law doesn't excuse guilt. I may be saying like ignorance doesn't excuse guilt. Yeah, I understand
about a child. Like the parent should be stepping in, the school should be stepping in. He should be punished for it.
Yes.
But to say let's lock up a child because they didn't understand the consequence of what they did. What did we understand at 13 years old?
Right.
That's all I'm saying. Like, educate this child. And I think the school is the worst one in here because they're not educating the child by saying, hey, she's expelled. Like, if anything, the school is enforcing this, so they should be responsible for something.
Exactly. No, and kind of like how you mentioned earlier, Craig, it's like a lot of guys, like they don't, young boys, they don't know how to interact. They don't have those emotional skill sets yet to reach out and actually try to properly flirt with a girl or whatever.
Right.
So this is what his now learning curve on how to flirt with a girl or how to get attention from people is. Now it's built into it. Like, that's terrifying. I literally went to school with a kid who was threatening to kill me, and the principal sat us down and said, so do you think he has a crush on you? Like, this
Right.
misconstrued concept that because a boy acts out, it means he likes her. No, some kids are just fucked up, and they make fucked up decisions because their environment teaches them, or the adults around them made it okay, or in this case, the school enables the behavior and tells him through their choices that, oh yeah, no, it's appropriate. We'll just expel her because she punched your phone out of the way. No,
Yeah.
I
Well,
think she could have done worse, and it would have been okay with me, quite frankly.
yeah. Look, it's the point of the conversation isn't necessarily to tell you that the girl is right, the boy is right. I think the whole point of the conversation was just to say AI is getting really fucking out of hand, and it's a dangerous tool. So
the school is wrong. That's the fact.
Yeah, the school is wrong. Yes. Do you have common sense? You do? Oh, good. Well, you should probably watch this video here then.